my initial thought was I'm going to come on today and we're going to try to knock out another mission or so in I keep wanting to say the Gentleman's League, the Lamplighters League. Um, and I thought that's what I would do. I would just come on, that would be my Monday stream. And then as the day progressed, and I'm like, whew, I am still hurting. What the heck are we going to do? And I thought, you know, we had talked about before. We have actually set up the we have set up the tablet at the desk, and man, I have done so much. We've set up the tablet at the desk, and I am producing. I'm releasing videos on YouTube again, so I have currently 3 things going up on YouTube. Well, the honey mail will be sporadic as things happen. Um, I have, yeah, my watch died. Speaking of, oh, that tickled my nose. Something fierce. So we got just like a $75 little watch just to kind of replace, so I have something. I've had one for over 10 years. It's kind of weird not having it now. Anyway, so honey mails, sporadically as they are, we're just going to try to keep up with them. And I have the Gentleman League. Gosh, I did it again. The Lamplighters League coming out on Saturdays. And we have Pacific Drive that is coming out every couple days. The first few episodes are like day, and then they're coming out every 3 days. So, Packrat pointed out, it says one of the things is you probably want to have some kind of, now that you're actually releasing content again, it would be nice to have some kind of thumbnail so people can see this is this one and this is that one, and not just have to read what's scrolling by. And our initial discussion, custom painted thumbnails for the win. Yeah, and our okay, so our initial discussion was, hey, what if, hear me out. So then our initial discussion was, we need to talk to some people in the community that maybe are art minded and say, hey, do you feel comfortable making me a couple of thumbnails? I'm pretty sure that I have a honey mail in the files that I should be able to pull out and just drop in and change the number, or put text or something on it, like November 2025. So I'm not as worried about the honey mail, because I'm pretty sure, because I did honey mail before, that there's an existing slide, for lack of a better word. That is a thing that I need to update, Ryu, and I would actually like to looking up there, because I have a stack of paintings, and there's a stack of paintings. Actually, there's also some canvases. I have several canvases that we bought or that were bought for me, and I would like to use them. And Packrat saw some beautiful watercolor art on canvas, and it's like, you can do that. You could do that. You could have amazing pictures up on our walls that you made, or that you sell, or whatever. In order to paint And the one time that I did paint on a canvas, there was some issue because everything just kept absorbing in, and it was supposed to be prepped. So I did throw some gesso on the wish list for me. Hi, Luxter. Because apparently gesso, which I know of, I've known of, it's a white acrylic type medium, and I know some watercolor artists actually use it in their watercolor, either gesso or white gouache. So, um, apparently you need to prime the you may need to prime the canvases yourself, and even if it says it's primed, it's often best to prime it again anyway. So I would like to play around with some canvases. I do have some acrylic. I do have some of the gouache and of course the watercolor. I have no problem playing with it more. I'm so proud of myself too. In fact, I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you. Too bad I didn't show you before. Oh. Okay. So I fixed this and I used my gouache, and I wasn't sure how it would go on wood, but that's Lucy. And I spent about an hour slowly touching up Lucy, and I think it looks really good. I didn't do this from scratch. This was a black and white. Yes. So this was black and white. Yes. The problem was there were two of these made for Ma for Christmas from the kids. One of which was Pearl, who was a black dog, and black and white with the black dog looked fantastic. Lucy is a white dog. And on this picture, Mom sent me the original picture. On this picture, she's on a gray couch with her chin on a white, basically a white pillow. So this is the, can I angle this so we can, there we go. This is the picture. Okay, well, this picture that they picked for her turned out very blended. So I took this. So her eyes were black holes. Her nose and her mouth was just all blended black into this shadow. It was just one black patch. Her eyes were black. You initially could not, right, you couldn't tell. So I basically darkened the back. What I was terrified of was two things. One, first thing Ma said when everybody left at Christmas was, "Can you fix this so it actually looks like Lucy? Can you paint this?" So it was very, like, you couldn't tell that there was a dog in there at initial look, right? So like it took some like cross-eyed glancing. Anyway, so I darkened the background. Thank you. I darkened the background and I lightened the pillow. And then I added the between her haunches back here, I darkened the crease there, and so I tried to darken all around her. I really tried to separating her cheek from the on this side from the pillow, and giving her a defined chin and not just black from here to here. That was kind of rough. So I really took that picture and focused on just trying to give it, like you say, the contrast. Really kind of like, I try to look at it like a negative painting. Like, the more I can focus on bringing Lucy out by kind of darkening and lightening the things around her. And I think it turned out pretty good. I put a little bit of, I tried to define her eyes a little bit, put a little highlight in there, gave her little white mustache back, and drew in her mouth, or painted her mouth. So this I did yesterday, and it turned out, I think it turned out super good. I am really pleased with this. So anyway, I've been gaining confidence in all my stuff, but I do need some gesso to prep. I hold them here. I actually have some fairly, like the size of our printer. They're like hang off the printer. They're a little bit bigger than that, but it's a good size. Anyway, I have some really big ones, and I would like to work with them. Anyway, so I need gesso for that. I need to get some thumbnails. And I didn't do my original thumbnails. I've never done my own thumbnails. I know this sounds like it should just be, oh, this is YouTuber 101. But, oh, by the way, for anybody who doesn't like, that is the dark of my hair. Without all the underside, that one thin underside layer is the dark. Like, everything else is a silver on top. So it's time for me to figure out the digital art. And the original thought was, hey, let's see if there's somebody who can help with, is it not here? Where is? That is interested in saying, hey, or let's take one of the honey shots and work with those somewhat distinctly. Dang it. So Pops has leaned on this, and now it's like perpetually forward. So yeah. I don't know, the other one looks pretty dang good. I can definitely, it's already packed away, but I can look at it and like lighten around or whatever. So I think maybe after I said, hey, let's, you know what, let's make, Paca said, what if we just ask around and have somebody help you get a couple of thumbnails, or maybe throw together a quick thumbnail as it's needed. Well, what he didn't know, and I guess what I didn't know as I was considering that, or kind of thinking about it, poor Pac and his prep. Tomorrow's poo day. Okay. My pen got knocked backwards. So what he didn't realize, and I guess, like I said, I didn't truly realize, was some part of me wanted to try to do it myself. Some part of me wanted to go, you know what? It can't be that stinking hard. And then I remembered, hey, hey, I have this awesome tablet. I have Krita, which is an awesome program. I um, I have updated Krita and find where my oh my gosh, why are there's no images up on here, so you know what? I should just do it. I should just do it on the main screen and then have it open on drag it to this one. I've updated Krita and I'd like to just sort of and the reason I left the title as hopefully is being in the position over the tablet. I'm it may not work with my back, right? I may not be able to tolerate it. It might be fine. I'm trying to make sure it's angled at a decent pace or place. Okay. And I thought it would be fun if we how do you click which one it opens to? I thought I'd be able to just pick. Okay. Right. Well, I'm gonna give it a go, and we're gonna see. I figured I'm gonna stream today. We're gonna hang out. For anybody who's interested in hanging out, I might end up just switching to something else and trying to make it chill and go on. But the suggestion was made by more than one person to just watercolor it and make it customizable, and that's kind of a fun idea too. It it intimidates me and makes me afraid, but so did this. You know something else? The picture that I showed you guys from the watercolor from the watercolor workbook that Firedale gave me. The very beginning picture with the flowers and the banner and like burst forth beauty and whatever it said. I offered that to his sister last night when she was over, and they went and found a beautiful silver frame, and they put it in the frame, and it is now a picture hanging in her kitchen. And she loved it, and she put that in the kitchen, in that frame, and it was like, wow, that looks spectacular. And I was nervous to even offer her that too. So what I'm coming to realize is I might be nervous, but that's what I figure. What it's going to be something that I needed to do. I can try, and just like this, just like saying, hey, I want to have another art auction in April. Okay, well then let's do it, and let's make a plan for it, and let's be prepared for it. And maybe one of the things we do is a canvas piece, or whatever. And the moment that thing got framed, it was like, wow. Mom and Pops have a couple of my pictures framed that I had given Mom over the years, where she's like, "Oh, would you make me a bouquet or this or that?" And I've noticed that even though I'm nervous and intimidated. I did okay. So that is very, very encouraging. So I'm going to try to. Haha. I should be able to. Yes. I want Krita. It's probably not going to come on this one, but you may not be getting $250,000 a pop for your art, but at least it's real art, not bribery by proxy. They're framed because they are criminally good. I was really, really pleased with how it turned out. I know the girls have a couple of my pieces that they've seen and been like, "Oh, I like it. Make me one." I'm like, "Well, here, have it." Did 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 you load it? Krita? Oh, Krita. Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, we may have to figure out how this is going to work, but we're going to give it a go. So, I think we're going to go to the art page with the other camera. And instead of my face, no. Yeah, right. See, this is just loaded with paintings and paper, and some of these I genuinely think deserve to be hung. I really do, and they need to be preserved more than that. Okay, so now with the rest of this, I think I can. I think I can. Let's just go with window capture and see if it lets me. Okay. Things show up. Okay. So, I have my tablet set up as a fourth monitor, and I have it on, and I am able to like grab things and do things, but everything is kind of opposite. So I may have to, like, I'm clicking in the upper right or upper left, and you're seeing it on the bottom right. So I may have to figure that out for the manual input, but for now, we can just start with the main monitor screen. This was a dragon. This is a dragon fountain that I made. That was so hilarious. I don't think it's even half bad. Wait, you're not seeing that. There. Can you... Firedale Fountain? Oh, you can't see the Firedale Fountain in big screen. Oh. Okay. What if I try... So it's just catching the main thing. Okay, fine. What if I try um this should be display capture. Okay. I could try the application that's their beta. Yeah. It didn't like it. What if I try? Okay, that's not going to work. So that one didn't go. That's okay. Okay, we're just going to go back to. Ah! That's not the one. Okay. So I have the fountain pulled up in full screen, but you don't see, you see the little one right there, but you don't see the full screen. I thought this was really whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just I'm marking it now. You can't see that. Okay. So like I said, admin. I know there was a reverse. And I was meant for you. Brush size up and down. Okay, one of these was those things. Yes, give me tip. Give me tip. I know there's definitely don't do. Okay. Undo. Yes. Undo again. And undo again. I should probably do some reading on this. Use your layers. As someone who doesn't use layers enough, so much this. Okay, so if we go back to the main, whoops. Okay, so if we go back to the main, I think this is something that I may need to. Custom document. Create from clipboard. Now, see, you don't see any of that. Animation templates, comic templates, design templates. Ooh, there's a lot of cool stuff. I'm not even sure. All right, but I have a friend who streams and starts from scratch in electric drawing art, and it was one of the big things said. Right, because if something goes terribly wrong, you can always kill that layer. So if I design templates. Use that one. I'm going to see if you guys can, if I can pull this up now that I have something. No, you can't. Save often. Focus on specific elements without damaging other parts of the work. That makes sense too. I actually I do recall some of that advice. You can't see this right now, so I guess that's the first thing. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, since this is not getting it at all, I'm going to pull up the display capture. That would be a whole other. Let's go to studio mode so I can. Actually, you know what? Let's just do. Be right back. Let me set this up in studio mode. It's just my Discord that was pulled up. Okay. That should work. We'll let the other overlays happen. Okay. Flipping it right, left. Okay. The friend did not save often enough. They made a Twitch redeem to call them out on saving. Ah. Imagine, for instance, being able to work on the eyeball separate from the rest of the face without needing to redraw details of either. Right. Related to saving stump, I'm very nervous about doing it again, a humanoid. So I am, all right, so first of all, well, I'm going to turn off my tablet because I'm currently not able to pull up on that. So that's a whole separate issue to work with. So I don't entirely know. Let's just focus. I'm not worried about the honeymail. Actually, you know what? Maybe honeymail is the one to start with because I have files, right? I should be able to add an image. I don't know how to read any of this. Wow. So in theory, I should be able to drop an image in here, right? Yeah, the Hun version of the Batman. Right now, unfortunately, I only have my mouse because it looks like Pack is starting up with Ender Lilies. Not a big fan of the angle of his camera. So, I only have the mouse at the moment to work with, which kind of sucks. Oh, I can't just... Oh, I was hoping you would let me just undo. You does not undo. Okay. And I know under edit I was able to undo. Oh, Control Z. Control Z? Okay. Try to draw a stick figure Pack to get used to the controls and such. Yeah, like I said, I was really looking forward to using my tablet and being able to just draw, but it's better to get something out than nothing. So we're still going to take advantage of this. Now, I know that I have an image. Okay. I should be able to grab an image and put it on here. Like my honey girl. Honestly, I think I need to just like watch some wow. Right? Ryu. Oh my gosh. Like I need to just like read and watch some the manual and watch some stuff. I really want it to be set up on my tablet so I can use it there. And I'm sure I can just set it to go to a different window. I just don't know how to make it go to a different window. So that's my first thing. Okay, that is the first thing. And if somebody can tell me that, that's a start. Otherwise, we're still going to do something here. Add reference image tool. Okay. Load a single image to display on the canvas. Okay. Beautiful. Look at you. He's like, look, use what I just told you, woman. Okay. Why didn't the deodorant want his daughter carrying a handbag? Because it was an anti-perspirant. Anti-perspirant. I love it. Oh my gosh. That is bad. It's perfect. Okay, so tools. That tools just says scripts. Okay. You have to go plunging that joke from your mind. Okay. That didn't do the thing. I did update this. Um, I swear that just said tool options. Oh. Yeah, that ain't in there. Um, I wonder if I can just drop it in here. Okay. Windows key, shift left right. Nope. So, what if I access the reference images tool. Add a reference image. Okay. Well, thank you, Creative Pop-Up. Tools. There is no reference. It doesn't say any of that stuff. It doesn't say it. That was my problem. Advanced color selector tool options. So it's not under tools itself. Eraser mode, alpha. No, those aren't tools. Advanced color selector tool options. Hey! Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It doesn't have that either. Add or select an image to show options. So tool options is just basically blank then. Oh, I'm such an idiot. thumbtack icon right there. There it is. Aw, sweet. Okay. Well, hang on. Oh, this is personal information here. Uh-huh. There's all sorts of stuff on here. No. No. Stream is not over. That's a better one. Hi. I just pull it. It's. I couldn't get it to load up on my. Sethana, I couldn't get Krita on my tablet. Like I have my tablet on in here, but and it's not small enough, and it doesn't let me drag. Anyway. We're exploring. We're playing. Yeah, that's a Honey Plays Minecraft image. Okay, no. Let me... pull it up again. So, when I pulled it up, I did update Krita. And when I don't want you. It don't. Yeah, I couldn't pull it up on the tablet. And I'm like, I am going to cut out that picture. Submit. And when I pulled up the... But, okay. When I pulled up the... It was showing all the personal information, like where I've had to scan somebody's card for them, like driver's license for them. So I'm like, must not do that one. All right, let's look at this logo. Surviving Minecraft Island. Wow. So I currently have it showing the display because showing the window only showed like the default black. You can't move the window around. Is it no? Like Krita is on my main screen and I can't in my tablet screen, my fourth monitor, the tablet is blank. I mean, it's there, but it's blank. Okay, we're just gonna delete that. Honeyblog, yeah, I should get that going again. Oh, and Salthana, I spent yesterday fixing Lucy so you could tell that it's Lucy. And I think it turned out really good. And I was focusing on the contrast, making the dark darker and carving out her face from the black maw of death. that was in there was rough. Okay. Honey picks. Now these are pictures. I need my honey girl there. Honey girl pics. There's my Be Right Back. There's just my honey girl. My little chibi. I know, it's so cute. So I have my little chibi. Again, I'm just trying to I'm trying to not show personal information. Honey girl pics. So this is where I've got the I have the my good girl, you know, I have those images on here. I've got Be Right Back on here. Have a moment and have some tea. Honey high quality. Yeah, so let me show you this again. So this is what when I say my little honey girl. This is my chibi art honey. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I so I don't have access to use my pen and stuff, but I'll have to figure that out. Game list, which isn't even a thing anymore. I should get them right. Be Right Back screen. The flowers that drop down. There are no technical difficulties. So blah. No. No, 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 no. 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 So I have my honey girl. I look at my honey odds and ends, all the different voice work I've done. These are mostly sounds. Jiggle Belly that Pac did for Sky. Jiggy Belly. There's the nom sound, the rock salt sound. So this is all mostly sounds. The voice work. Old honey assets. Hi. Okay. Looking at old honey assets. That's not helpful. Episode 3 Minecrafteers, Batman, Minecraft, StarCraft. Wow. Falling Ruins. Wow, that was mine. Splunky skins for honey. Yeah, it's not getting captured, but I can still kind of do the hi, D-Slayer. 9 out of 10 zoo dentists refuse to treat grizzly bears unless it's been given a strong anesthetic, proving true the old adage that there's safety in numb bears. That's ridiculous. Borderland Babes. Surviving Minecraft official logo. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's do this one. Although, there's another thing I want to do. And I don't know why I can't move this. Can I? I can minimize it. Actually, when I maximize it, it's bigger than my screen. So maybe I can use that opportunity to make the window small enough that I can move it. And if I can move it, maybe I can move it onto my other monitor. As in, hey, I got it. It was just a pain in the butt. I got it. I got it on my tablet. I had to go a whole week without my watch. It's so weird. No, I'm not adding anything to the cart. Thank you. So I have to leave at 5-ish. So let me show you guys now. Let me see if I can do it this way. So I'm doing it like this. Yeah, that's where I have the display capture. Let me move it to here. Okay, so now we have this. Yeah, the OBS was not picking up. It picked up the bass, and then that was it. It was like no. So this is an old. This would be my screenshot, or my old thumbnail, and then I would change the name for who had sent the things. Fudge, it's you. You got to move it. That's right, man. Oh. My back don't want to move it. My back says, stab it. Okay. So if I were to work on this image, I don't have any access to the posture check. I do. I'm going to spit. I don't know how that didn't get. Why that's not docked in here. Oh, okay. My tool options was on another monitor. Pulling out all the things. So Pack is doing Ender Lilies, quietest of the nights. So I can't change anything on this. I would have to have a basic, like, flat vlog, right? But this I see is basically using my Honey Girl picture that I just pulled up. So, if I were to, instead of doing this, if I were to, um, oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, another problem. This should just be getting my getting my crap to work. That's what this should be. Setting up for digital art. That's what this should be. Because my stylus is working on the main screen. It's working on the main, it's touching things on the main screen, not on my tablet. Which is not helpful. Just saying. Okay. I can't even get. Wait, back to tablet settings? Can you fix that in here? Okay. Let me get my mouse over here. Doo-da, doo-da. Okay. I can fix it? You can fix it? Okay. So let's pull it up. Not in Krita, I am assuming, but in the tablet. That should be an app, isn't it? I think I have an app for that. This is... that. Huion tablet. Open. Hey. There you are. Hi. Okay, I have it. Yes, that app. I did it. We changed it for Chicory. Oh, we did. Wow, I'm so glad you remembered that. We had to change the active zone. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do you need me?
Quickly, are you making salad fixings for tonight?
No, but she is. We are spending $60 on pizza. We ain't doing salad.
Okay, all right. So I just want to know whether or not I can take the garbage out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss Heather's still gonna bring basic salad stuff,
All right.
like cheese and croutons. Okay. Hi. So, would it be the digital pen? Or the pen display? I think it would be the pen display. Working area? That's right! We made the working area here work on the monitor. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. I forgot we could do that. I just want it here. Is that it? Please. Oh, well, dang it, right? Monitor calibration. Use the pen to click on the center red dot of the cross. Can I now click? I can now click on things. It's off. Like like I touch here and it clicks here. I forgot all about the tablets. All right, let me move my mouse out of the way. Okay. So, up, down, hey, plus. Yes! It's doing things. I could now. Yes. Let me change the size. Can drag. That's why. Oh my gosh. I remember you fixing it so I could work on Chicory, which was on the main screen as the game. And then I was able to still come in. I would play it normally. And then when we had to do like a color any spot or something, I could grab the pen and do the do. Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh my gosh. You are a genius. Pen display, digital pen, pressure sensitivity adjustment. Pressure. You aren't. You're not. You, now you're up there on the app and not down here where I can touch the things. Okay, so whatever. Pressure sensitivity adjustment I can't do. Fine. Okay. Oh, I touched a store. Is there should I look for updates? I probably should. Why is this not up here? This is the latest version. Okay. Because I did back up Krita. We just have to get this to start so I can do the things. And I think this would be a good one to. What's OSD settings? Standard mode, brightness, contrast. Oh, okay. You're fine. Okay. So we fixed that. Hi, Scubble. I am looking extra fantabulous today. Wow. Thank you. It's funny because like my hair looks like short, and then it's just because it's just curled under. Crap. So the little front short layers are right there, but it is actually like. Anyway, whatever. Thank you. I'm not feeling extra fantabulous today. My back is really, really bad. It's getting to kind of a continuous point. So that is not good. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm trying to set up my it's right there now. Instant mouse where I need it. When I have midlet or I need a break from all the other massive adulting stuff, I need to watch some videos and go through them and hear, read through the manuals and stuff. I need to learn the digital. I need to learn enough that I can move forward with it in some way. So I need to do that. Now, if I put my Krita, if I copied, can I copy my link so I can stumble around on stream? Right. Can I copy my shortcut on to my tablet so I can just load it up from there but still have it on my main screen in case I need it there? Yes, I can. So if I copy it, is it going to be here or is it going to be just the picture of Krita? Paste shortcut. You are here. Oh, it is. It's down there at the bottom. Yes. So I have the 4 screens, but for the most part, I don't need individual things like saved at all the spots. So I wanted to make sure I can do that. The tablet, that's the next one. Now, hang on. That's closed. Is it still? No, it was only there because it was minimized. So if I pin this to the bottom, then I'll be able to get to it either way. Pin to start. So if I come down here, no, it's not on this one. Okay, well, I feel like I'm just wasting your time, and I apologize for that. Is there a way? You were rated by a toddler. You lost track of what's happening on stream. That's okay. I was. Yeah, I know it does. I could open it and bring it down. That's fine. In fact, it opens up down here now. It opens down here now. Okay, that's fine. I want my tablet. Also, like, I need to remember that I have this thing, so, you know. Right. I will need to keep access to my keyboard and mouse. So pinning those to my start bar at least helps. Right, being able, I've already gone back and forth from the two. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to walk around for a quick second. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So moving and stretching is helpful. So let's go. Excellent. Hey, Severed Vein. Congratulations on your 86-month Twitch anniversary. What is an Australian ghost's favorite toy? Boomerangs. Oh, that's cute. Boomerangs. I like that. That's ridiculous, but it's cute. So for now, I've got art set for down here. Now I'm curious, does that mean you can actually see Firedale Fountain? Yes! You couldn't see Firedale Fountain before. I think I actually did a half decent job. Okay. So I definitely need to get familiar with each of these things. See how they go. We have to. What other things can be? I don't think there's anything else that needs to be fixed. We've got this in the right spot. Look, I can mark on it. Can I brush size change? That's all right. So these are my zoomy buttons to figure out what all the rest of these are. Erase, erase, erase. Oh, erase on. I have to figure out my buttons. I'm gonna need to reset all of my things, but I do know that Control Z will delete the crap that I just touched. No worries there. I would very much like to do several things. I'd like to go over and redo some, like revisit some of my older art and kind of redo it, see, how that looks now. I think what we're going to do for the next 30 minutes, because now that we've got things actually working, that was awesome. We've confirmed that, because I knew I had it going before. I'm like, I can't up and do this in the same spot that I should be able to do this. So what I'm going to do is just for the next half hour, 40 minutes before I need to get set to go, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and we'll just do a day. Wait, you got Windows capture? You did? How? Because I would much rather have Windows than display, because then I don't. Okay. Because then I don't need to worry about like personal information pulling up when I go to get an image or something, because that was a problem. Capture method Windows 10. So let me pull up Windows Capture again. Okay, whatever. Let me pull up Windows Capture again. Window Capture Device or Window Capture? That was interesting. Window Capture Device would be just to set one window up and then change it to Properties. Shush. I don't have money for you. Windows 10 1903 and up. found it. Okay, hang on. Krita should come down here because that's where I'd had it. Okay. Now, this is what I had before. So let us check. I see the Firedale fountain. You don't. So I opened up something and you don't see it. Let me let me move. Move it so that you can see everything else. Okay, so then you're not seeing what I'm seeing. So if I go, oh, it went back to automatic. So now we're in it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So it defaulted right back to automatic. So when I'm first opening up Krita, that is not the time. I have to get it once I've opened further. Okay. Okay. That's awesome because I tried pulling this up before and it did not do. It did not do. Okay. I definitely need to go through the what? Oh, well, I just lost my Twitch page. Okay. Why are you showing? Okay. Okay, right. It didn't pop. Right, that's what happened before. It didn't show Jack. And then I had tried to move it to the Windows one because I was trying to fiddle with it. But I must have done that with the original one and not with the new capture. Okay, so you were able to get that. So that's fixed. And now I know how to continue fixing that. Okay. So that's good. Meanwhile, Control Z, 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 Z. Hey. All cleaned up. Man, Firedale, I actually remember doing this. I'm not unhappy with this. My Firedale. I remember the wings. I remember messing with this. I am definitely not unhappy with this. Okay, so are there other things? This is when we did a long time ago, man. This is when we did at the other house. It was like 2 years old or more. I would really like to use a tablet more. I would love. It was one of the first times. So what I would really love to be able to do, here for example. Hey, scooch up where I can get to you. Yeah. Okay. So there's some templates I need to explore in here. So this is like, hey, you're gonna start the thing. Um, I'm just leaving it this template. So say I would love to do. I think I started off the actual page. So I would love to like sit here. This is not. Let's just go from a document. Okay. I guess I probably could have had it the other way around. Anyway, what I would love to do is I would love to basically be like, okay, hey, let's do, or even let's do some. I would love to sit here and do some thumbnail sketches. Like, hey, I would. Let's say there's mountains in the background. And this one is all going to be about a couple of birds. Couple of birds and the mountains, and it's just going to be all craggy rocks. Okay, there's that thumbnail. Or, hey, I'd really like to try to play with some diminishing road. You know, like diminishing road, and we could have some, you know, random grasses over here. Maybe there's even a hill, and let's have some trees. So we can have some trees, and one, two, and we need a third tree back there. Okay, so trees. So we've got 1, 2, 3 trees, and there could be, maybe that's not a road, or nope, it's definitely a road. It's a road. So we have a road, and then we could have some bushes here, and move on to the next thing, you know. Your sketching skills have become so much more confident than the last time you used Krita. You know, so there's winding, you know, the mountain. Maybe it's a road cutting through, you know, and I don't know, whatever. Generic letter with a wax seal of the honeybee sitting in a mailbox. Ooh, cute. Where is my headband? Get all this hair back out of my face. I don't know why, but it's all decided to go straight and slick. It's because I used conditioner, I'm telling you. Okay, so if we were to do that, hold on, let's try. Erase. Can we do this bigger? Dang it, I don't remember where these buttons are. I'll probably set them all up. Oh, that's this zoom. Okay. I feel like I should be able to make this bigger fairly easily. Yes. Okay. So if we're going to, the eraser is still up. Yeah, this should be a bigger tool than this. Ah, whatever. Okay. And let's just not worry about that. So let's say if we were to do that, I'm just gonna ignore this freaking line right now. We would have. Oh! I gotta make this back up here. We would have. Okay, so we would have a post situation. Pretty sure Pops is desperately trying to let us into the garage. And there's mailbox. Let's go like this. Whatever. Just and all right, so we've got a mailbox. We've got, should probably have a bit more curve. It would be an open mailbox. So then from here, it could probably almost be. That is way too big. It's also way too big, but we're getting there. Okay. And there could even be some little hingy bits. Okay. All right, so let's say huzzah, and then we've got poking out. And there's Buzzy Bee, slap. And then, oh, I'm not even sure what brush we're using actually. Ha! Because I clicked through. And then we said, obviously not that, but you know, Honeymell. So very cool. Some of this is fun. We have a lot of neat ones in here. This is a calligraphy one. Pointillism. The puntillism is something that I've kind of thought of doing. So look at us. Look at us. Oh my God. You know what? Started to load up Stardew Valley just as a something to do. Um, there is a text tool if you want perfect text. Yeah, I figured there was. And there's, I'm assuming it's that. Um, you know, those don't even, those little thumbnails don't look half bad. That's kind of funny. Um, oh gosh. Oh, haha. It's like, oh, did you want to say something? Yes, yes, that's right. Oh, sorry. It's like, I'm sorry, what did you want to do with this text? Placeholder text. So that's where you want to be. Um, you won't let me save? Oh, it is saved. Now let's close it. Didn't do it. So, you know, I kind of like the idea of painting and scanning into Krita and then like painting a background, even if it's just a pretty background, just a pretty multicolor watercolor background, and then over the top doing something. I think this is kind of cute, actually. And what I'd really like to do is, like I said, just do some sketching on a smaller scale and go like, yeah, this would be fun if we, this would be a fun thing to do. Or if I were to, you know, just want to sit and practice, you know, sure. Right there. That's where I want it. Is that where it's going to go? Okay, let's come back to the sketching leaky. Okay, let's come back to my brush. The brush tool cannot paint on this layer. Oh. Yeah, the brush tool cannot paint on this layer. Okay, fine. So, vector layer, that's why. Doing the art of the thumbnail physically, but the informative part, episode name, episode number, maybe a border digitally. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like doing some fun stuff and then putting it out there, even if it's just a pretty gradient watercolor. And then again, like November coming out more clear. So we actually ended up being productive with this, and not only am I surprised, but I'm really kind of happy with that overall. That's pretty cool. So I would love to do this, and I honestly don't think that looks terribly bad. So let's see. I can, tools, no, layer. So what if I cut the layer? That would be the last one that I did, right? Okay. So now we're in the brush setting. Ooh, ooh. Instead, what if this was the See, I did see you. I did see you there. Ryu. Okay, so what if this was I think as long as it's clear. As long as it's clear. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, that is not clear. The thumbnail is more to draw the eye in. Right. Clear and consistent. Yeah. So I think, yeah, and to differentiate between the different things. Like, okay, you got something coming at me every third day, which is steady with the Pacific Drive. And then suddenly you turn around and you are doing this Saturday only Lamplighters, and maybe the Saturday doubled up with Pacific Drive and Lamplighters. I don't want to click on Pacific Drive not realizing that it's Pacific Drive and not Lamplighters, or vice versa. And some of the default things are just, my face, or it's not terribly clear, where, what's happening. I actually really dig this. But I also really like the idea of, kind of making a background, like perhaps for Pacific Drive, the background is more moody. The background is more moody or monochromatic, and that's, I go for more of that kind of a background, and then we can put in whatever we put on top, Bertha or whatever. And maybe for like the Lamplighters League, something else. But I mean, there are so many, cool things that I can do, and I could make a moody background. I can make a moody thing. Get one of those moody backgrounds, then paste your face and Bertha on top, right? Or the little honey girl sitting in a hand-drawn car. My next question for everyone would be, if I'm pretty sure in order to get an asset from your game, you would either find an image in the assets folder, or you would do a screenshot and then digitally clean up whatever it is you wanted to clean up, because I totally know how to do that. And then, like if that's what you wanted for your base, like, I'm thinking of how it has been done, or like with my some of the newer Minecraft things, and there was just like a basic honey hexagon type imagery, and from there was like just the listing Honey Plays Minecraft and blah 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 episodes, whatever. So it's been done a lot of ways, and I know that I am sure that I could ask the community and Lily or Yamina or Banane, and I could say, could you guys give me a basic something for this game and this game? But ultimately, I'm going to be doing more to YouTube. I'm going to be doing more this game, that game, and then we're going to throw in a third one. And I don't want to continue putting pressure on other people, or even though it might not be considered pressure, even though it'd be like, yeah, I'd love to do that for you. But I'm an artist. I could do it too, you know? Screenshot or grab from stream and clean it up. Yeah. So I kind of like the idea of it just being, yes, I would like to know how to do the entire workflow myself if so desired. Yes. I really, really am digging my little mailbox, your idea for that. That's really fun. Let me come back to the art so you can actually see this again, what I'm talking about. So I love this. What I need to do is do some simple backgrounds. I really do like the idea of mixing my skill with a mood, with watercolors, and creating a mood. And for Pacific Drive, again, it could be all like very much the Payne's Gray and variations of Payne's Gray, just darkness and trees and that type of thing. Or even just, again, just drops, just a muted background with different drops. All right, screw it, I'm getting rid of that again. This backdrop has a feel. It creates a mood. And kind of setting aside the trees and the pumpkins, which are so clearly like autumn, and the missing leaves and stuff, but having like just a wash like this, where I've gone in and I've painted and mushed and removed, and you can create a mood. And I'm thinking, if I can get, we would like to do the reading, so that could be more whimsical and have more, digital stuff kind of added in. Or I know you're making fun of how I say pumpkins. Or even just the hand-drawn little elements, like when we were playing around and I did actually, I know where it is. But these are good examples too. Like, this is a good example too. A very, a winter feel. Like all of this silliness around it. There could be cute little hand done, like books and images. And again, instead of me always offloading and saying, I can't, I don't know how, I'm intimidated, just taking it on. We're, in a lot of ways, we're having to build up our business from scratch. We've lost a lot of momentum with, frankly, with some of my health issues that were coming up at the same time that COVID was there, and I had midlit and moonlit, and I was just too overwhelmed to really get the things done that I needed to get done. And so I'm actually producing content for YouTube, and most of that is just clipped. All of that, frankly, is just clipped from either a quick recording, like my last honey mail, or a clip from a stream. And I would like to, as we do other things, kind of put that in. Yes, we have a plan. This was successful. And you guys helped me put some things together, and I really, showing you the sketching and how I wouldn't mind using this as just a creative way of like, oh, hey, what am I going to do? Or let me do these little vignettes and see, hey, that one really, really is calling me. Maybe we should play with that. You suggesting just a simple honey, seal. And I do kind of love the idea of like this being like a red wax or something, or a yellow wax with the black and white imagery of a bee on top, or however that was. So I think that's really fun. We could even have some with like boxes from behind, and we can kind of fill it up. Golden wax, 'cause you're worth it. So I love what we've done. I actually am, and I know we're just gonna make you guys sick with the whole flashbacks of big me, little me, big me, little me. So what I would like to do is plan on, and I think some could be very generic, just pretty backgrounds that just are like whatever that I could use. And like you said, they could be the little postal flag. I did think about that, but it would be down because the mail's here, not going out. But I did think about that. Have a little notch for it. Obviously, this is just a quick sketch. I probably shouldn't even bother saving it. But I love this. I love the fact that we've talked it out, that we've kind of come up with something. And since we are essentially building it up, and I am looking at saying, yeah, we're gonna work art into this. And I'm not gonna be ashamed of it, but I need to have a plan with that art. It can't just be, I'm just gonna play and figure it out. It needs to be, hey, we're going to kind of figure out like, what do we want to do maybe with the digital stuff, and then let's go. Or like I did with the candles. Hey, I don't know how to do candles, but this is something I think we can do. It's something I was inspired to do, and we sketched it out. We kind of pulled it together, learned some things, and then reproduced it and, again later. So I think it needs to be a little more directed. So Thana, you had given some similar feedback before. I think it needs to be a little more directed, and I think I definitely need to be more comfortable and confident with the idea of, okay, I can do that, and I've always sort of had that sense of, okay, I can do that. And then with the art, it scares me. With the digital stuff, it intimidates me. But I do feel like as we got into this, I know there's a lot of the layer stuff and the figuring out, but it did feel like, hey, let's just sketch. Let's just do it. The confidence and comfort will grow as you do more of it. Yeah. There's a certain layer that's still on there from, from my past. And again, just, we're going to knock it out. We're going to do it. We need, like, see how you can sketch stuff up without too much effort now. I know, instead of being like, I'm afraid to make a mark. So, yeah, I've grown a lot in the last few years with the art, and all of that is now a part of who I am. And I cannot imagine not having that experience in my life. I can't imagine not being allowed to just paint and express, and I look forward to Sundays and sitting there and just playing around with it. So even if I'm just coloring in the lines. So I do think this is something that was very productive. So I'm going to work on learning some more of this, but right off the bat, we've got some solid ideas, so I'm happy with that. Excellent. Thank you. Congratulations for your 86th anniversary. You were lurking. I actually pulled up Stardew at one point, and I'm like, at 4:30, I'm like, I feel bad because I've been really floundering with just trying to let it be seen and let OBS connect it. But you guys have helped me figure it out. And it basically was an admin day. You guys have helped me figure out a lot of things and get things showing. And all of that was really awesome. And I'm glad you're looking forward to art days. Lily, you had said that it would be great for me to revisit some of my older art, and I'd like to kind of catch up, and even if I don't scan every single thing that I've ever done, but scan in some things. And I'm not talking about cherry picking just like the best, but I'm really looking at some of my more recent work, and things have just sort of clicked a bit more. There were a bunch of technical things that needed to be done. Also, in case you didn't see it in the very, very beginning, Lily, I talked about this briefly. The kids got some balsa wood ornaments from Mom, and they had one of Pearl, who's just a really dark dog, and one of Lucy, who is a very light dog. And the black and white worked incredible for Lucy, or for Lily. Blech! Pearl. Not so much for a very white and tan Lucy on a very light gray couch on a very light pillow. But Ma wanted me to fix it up, and I worked with the gouache. I figured the watercolor would just whoosh right in, would just be absorbed and mess with the wood. I was afraid to do acrylic because that was too permanent. And so I took my gouache and the picture that it was originally based on and tried to make it a Lily picture. Yeah, there's the snoot. And it was, I just did it slowly, and I mostly, I darkened the background, I whitened the front, I tried to just separate and give her some, I think it turned out pretty good. I gave her highlights in her eyeballs so they weren't just black holes. There was just a whole lot of black, So I do think it turned out, and I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm not, now that it's all set up, it's okay, let me just watch some videos, learn the system, learn how to do it, and we're going to go from there. But I don't want to just, put it on other people. And I do want to revisit the art, and I do want to use the tablet more. It's set up. I was just on it and on it and on it to get it set up this last year, and we finally got it all set. We were able to do chicory with it, and we're going to be able to do more, and I'm going to work with all that. But I like it. I dig it. I really, really do. So, and yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable with the whole art thing. And I think a lot of it was just getting out of your head, that I don't have a right to sit here and call myself an artist. One thing looks great and then the next thing is like, what? you know? Um, oh my gosh. What 2-year-old finger painted that, But I think as I've learned, I've also learned that everybody seems to have these same worries, these same stresses, these same whatever. So get comfortable even for people without your particular background. Yeah, and I get that too. Yeah. Every art whose work you have ever admired has sketchbooks of practice that they're not proud of. Yeah, absolutely. Every artist, right. That and that's what I've learned. Dang it, woman, you have every right to call yourself an artist. You're that good. Thank you. Says a person who owns a piece of honey art. You bought a mountain. Yeah. You don't have to call yourself an artist, and I'll do it for you. So, thank you for the honey blush. So yeah, I look at some things and I'm really, really proud of them. And I look at some other things and I'm like, and I watched Baby Rat frame my painting and it looked great. I've seen it. I've seen my work hung on a wall and going, that's nice. And so I do. I want to work through what I've done. I want to work updates. I actually, what I kind of feel like I want to do is just start with a fresh Imgur, folder and just be like, and just kind of do like this smaller stack that we've done more recently and go like, here, the continuation. Hi, I'm Honey, and I'm a professional artist with years of experience and several sold pieces. I've inspired others to start their own art journey. That is kind of cool. That is cool when people are like, I started this because of that. It is really wild looking at the thumbnails and like, I like that. Inasia! Hi! Oh, honey, I love you so much. Air hugs. Oh, baby. Inasia. I'm going to show you a couple of these. Oh my goodness, because you are the one who would always do our art. So these were some candles that I did that started in a sketchbook, just trying to figure out. And I really, really like how they turned out. These are just silly, goofy warm-ups from a Christmas dream. Yeah, I know, the smoldering one. And I was just playing around with like a background and the foreground tree with the snow. This one I'm really proud of. This one started out as a complete screw up. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. This is just a hot mess. And I said, stop. And I like wiped off a bunch of it and blended it in and said, I'm going to go a whole different route. No, this one wasn't a screw up. I'm sorry. This one was planned and it worked good. So this one was one that I planned. In 4 years, you've come a long way, baby. Your sense of color and composition is so good. Aw. So this one started off with pumpkins that I did with watercolor pencils and was like, I have a vision. And then it kind of went, this wasn't what I intended when I started, but this is what it evolved to, and I like it. This one, it reminds you of Montana. I could see that. This one was like, these were again from October, and so this one was one that was like I kind of wanted, right. I wanted the kind of I wanted to do it monochromatic, and I wanted it just to sort of be like a spooky, misty forest. Very moody, very spook. Yes! So I was like, oh. So then I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to do this one slightly different. And that's when, oh yeah, this was draw like you're a kindergartner. um, and then was, this one was a screw up. This one, I wanted to do like the prior one, the spooky one, but just a different way. And I had them taped next to each other. So that it's one page that I had taped down the middle, so just to separate the two images. And I decided to do this one again, but like in a little bit different. And it was just becoming a big hot mess. And I went, you know what? Nope. So you can still see some of that like dark blues and stuff, or the blah, Payne's gray. And I'm like, nah. We're changing it up. And I mushed and I wiped it with paper towels and added other colors and turned it into a single autumn. It is kind of like a before and after, kind of like that. Yeah, so all the texture reminds me of a sponge. Yeah, I can see that. And I just like, you are a hot mess, but I'm not just throwing you away. It's good watercolor paper. I'm just gonna mush and mush and mush. And I actually did that one live. And I don't know if you saw, but we've been sort of keep making some. I love it. I have fallen in love, absolutely in love with painting. So I'd like to get some sorry, my back. I would like to get some gesso. I have some canvases. I'd like to play with more on the canvas. I've only done one canvas before, and it was with acrylic. So these were just like, we finally got it working where it was picking up on OBS, where it was my pen connected on this page and not over there. Like we had set it up for Chicory. And then like, okay, this is one of the things I'd like to do. I'd like to kind of play with like little sketch out like little sceneries before, to get an idea of like, what do I want to play? And then this was trying to make, like you would always make our thumbnails. It's like, how do I do some of this? And just so you can see, file, where is my, okay, I need to have my, you know what, can we just, can we close this? Forget it. We're just gonna, I'm not that worried about saving this. No. We're just going to load up Krita again. And I want to show you my Firedale. So this is one that I did a long time ago. This was my very first un momento. This is one of my very first. And I saved it. This is the Firedale fountain. So Firedale is a red dragon around these parts. Me trying to hydrate but not wanting to. Yeah, it's like I was like playing around and Firedale was being supportive in chat and I'm like, you Mr. Red Dragon. But even doing this a long time ago, it's like I really like that. I did good with that. So anyway, I have to wrap it up. I keep trying to look at my watch, which died. So I have to wrap it up, but because I had to get midlit, we're going to be leaving. But we have a plan for all the proper how to figure out. I'm going to incorporate some of the watercolor things with the digital stuff. So absolutely, absolutely. Well, he can't because we normally cut up. I normally bring like a big Tupperware thing full of like salad, chef salad toppings, and my friend brings the salad base, and I'll bring a couple homemade dressing, and that's like our contribution. But tonight we're picking up pizzas, which are due to be ready at 6, and we had to be there to pick up and be on the road. So I got to get Midlet going. Time to do a gallery someday. Yeah, I have my original few my original bits, and I actually have sold some a couple years ago, and I am going to do another art April and another art auction, and just have fun with them, and have it out there, have it in people's hands, and it's just it's neat, it's fun. I For me, and I never knew how calming the artwork was. Like just sitting there and painting is so just sitting there and mixing the colors to paint is so chill. You know? Instead of hoarding it all to myself like a cup. I know there's like a stack and there's a stack, and and I'm like it shouldn't just be in a stack. It let it I love some of these pictures. I love them. I love some of the feels that you get from the art. And I'm like, you know what? Let it be out there. But this one is special, she said to 100 of them. Yeah. So I have very much struggled with letting the idea that that I even have anxiety, and as I've let myself go, okay, I don't have the same anxiety as my kids or the same anxiety as my friend, but I do have anxiety, and everybody in some way has stresses, has whatever word you want to stamp on it, and just I find so quickly after I start, I just get very relaxed, and I'm just lose time, and I love it. So I am going to go get Midlet up and pottied and shooed, and we're going to head on out. So I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out and figuring some of this out with me. We are going to go play cards. I don't know if I'm going to do the exercise first today because my back is being a real jerk today. But normally, Pack and I would do our workout and then join everybody for cards, but not tonight. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. And Anasia, it was so good to see your name. Bye. All my love.